Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Third Man. We always appreciate you guys taking time to watch and support this program. Today, I'm joined by someone I can call my young brother. He's been a teammate, and we've always been in touch. And it's a very important interview that I'm chatting to Brian Mudzinganyama. What's up, brother?
How are you, man? How are you, Shawi, man? It's been long, huh? It's
First
been
of
long,
all, I
Shawi.
should say I am happy that we are in this position, obviously,
True,
after what you went through a few months ago.
true.
Do you want to talk about that?
You know, Shawi, that was it's still very emotional to me right now. It was very emotional. But yes, I have to talk about it right now because looking again, if I look back, I can safely say, and I'm happy to say, still have another chance to live, a purpose to live. So I don't mind talking about it right now.
Yeah, because it was, when messages start coming through, like Brian has been involved in a road accident
Mhm.
and it's not looking good. I think that's how I go. And I think you become helpless, and all you can do is pray for the
True,
miracles, for
true.
God to intervene. And so, what really happened? If you still remember what happened
Yeah, I
during that
remember.
night.
I remember everything. I remember everything that happened because that day I was home the whole day, right? I was home the whole day, and I came back from Bulawayo. I drove from Bulawayo on Tuesday, and then the whole of Wednesday I was home, and then Thursday I actually made my breakfast. I was home the whole day. I made my breakfast, I made my lunch, and then later on around 3 4 hours, I was super lazy to cook. Then I said, you know what, let me just go and get a takeaway. So I got pizza and chicken chili wings on my way back from grabbing my dinner. That's when the accident happened. It happened around 5 5 in the evening, 5 p.m. And yeah, it was bad, man. It was really bad. It was really bad.
You
Even
remember what happened?
you can still see the scars right now. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
You remember what happened? What happened to the cars and how
Yeah.
did it happen?
Yeah. I was in the outer lane. In the outer lane. All right. It was a two-way in Mtari Road. You know Zimbabwe very well, right? So the guy who was in the inner lane lost control. For somehow, he just lost control. I don't know. He just lost control. And then hit the back of my wheel. Yeah. At one point it was coming straight to my door.
Mm.
And then when the impact happened, I only heard the sound. It came from the wheel, and then
Mm.
the car spun. And
Mm.
yeah, wasting that what I wasn't wearing a seatbelt because
Eh.
you'll be saying, I'm just 3 minutes away from home, 5 minutes away from home. You won't be expecting such things to happen. So me not wearing a seatbelt it made it worse. It made it worse. It made it seem like it was a big accident, right? Because when the car spun, it forced me to the window, to the passenger window, and then the glasses from the window. That's the one
Mm.
which broke this vein, this
Mm.
vein, 4 veins.
Mm.
This one and other one here.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then after that, people from Zimbabweans are very helpful. They're very
Mm.
lovely. Most of them, after I think 30 seconds of the impact of the accident, became a lot of helpers. So this Samaritan who came and then he said, mate, who can I call you? Who can I call? I just said, I call my sister.
Mm.
Luckily, my sister, she was around the corner because I stay in Zimbabwe
Mm.
Park, and she was just by the food court as well.
Mm.
She was just by the food court when she received the call. She just said, "I'm coming, ASAP." So she got here within 2 minutes,
Mm.
and then because we're trying to call the ambulance, and the ambulance were just The other one we called, they said they don't have fuel.
Wow.
You know, yeah. So when my sister got there, she just calls my name and then she said, "Come, let me help you up." And then they helped me up, and then they took me in a car, and then we drove to Avenues Hospital. I don't want to lie to you. Avenue Hospital, I got proper medical attention, right? I got proper medical attention. Yeah.
And to be fair, it's a miraculous recovery considering what you say you went through, and now you're in the position to be playing cricket again. When you reflect now, how does life mean to you? Does it have a new meaning?
Like I said before, Shawi, that obviously I've been given another chance. It shows that I have a purpose to live. I haven't fulfilled my purpose because when I go to the hospital, I actually passed away and I was resuscitated. That's how I woke up. I came back to life, to life, right? So, like I said, right, I still have a purpose to live.
Let's switch to cricket then, obviously.
Okay.
Because you have one test for Zimbabwe, and I remember you made your debut as Zimbabwe's first ever concussion substitution when Kasuza was hitting the head against Sri Lanka in 2010.
Yeah.
How was that moment when you realized, damn, I'm playing? And I remember it was last session when Lakma was bowling and Kumar was bowling quick, and you walking in there as a debutant.
You remember, yeah.
How was it like that one?
You know, you've known me ever since I was young. I'm not someone who is who said who panics a lot. I just said, you know what, I've always wanted this. This is my time. Let me just go and express myself, and then the rest was history, shall we? The rest was history.
Because you handled that role, like I don't think the coach or anyone would have been disappointed if you were dismissed, considering the time, the situation. But you did it well and looked comfortable, like someone would belong. Do you think you were ready that time because you were coming from a very good form, playing for Rangers?
I would say I was ready. With the help of Gary Brand at the Alistair Campbell Academy. I was ready. I was ready for that time to play. I was really ready to play. And, you know, when you want something, I really wanted it so much. I really wanted it so bad, right? But yeah, I can safely say I was ready, shall we?
But also, surprisingly, because I've known you, you're a brilliant white ball player, right? You play well in white ball cricket. And then, like, Brian is playing test cricket. It came as a surprise. Of course, we're happy for you, but we thought, like, wow, that kind of change. So the question is, what sort of player do you say you are? Are you a white ball player, or you're just a cricket player who want to play all the formats?
I want to play all the formats. I want to play especially ODI and Test cricket. Those are my formats. You know, I've always seen myself as a white ball player. And I remember I dreamt playing for Zimbabwe when I was 19, 18. But I was wearing colored clothing. Right, that was white ball cricket. But surprisingly, surprisingly, I got my debut. I got capped for Test as a Test player. Because remember that time we had played more first class games, right? And it was season for first class games. And then the test came, and then I did well. I done well, so that's just it. Maybe let's just try them.
But obviously, the person you have one test cap for Zimbabwe, and then you haven't managed to play more games for Zimbabwe. What has happened? And Yeah, what has happened?
I would say nothing has happened, Jawi. We all go through stages in life where sometimes you find yourself. Remember, when you go on top, Jawi, all right. Some of the people, some of us we lose it. A lot of people they lose it because they want to live life for people and forgetting their goal. All right. But as for me, I would say it was just form. It was just form. All right. It was just form. And coming to the UK, then that's why I then opted to say, let me go to the UK every season, so that I equip myself. So that the next time that I'm going to get a game, in international game, I'm going to grab it with both hands.
So it means the dream is still there for you to
The
play.
dream is still there. I still have age on my side. And right now, I'm now experienced now. When I played then, the experience was not yet there. Like you always say, experience is the best teacher. So right now, and experience comes with playing more cricket, more games. Whether you're playing in Namibia, as long as you're playing cricket around the world, around the globe, you get them.
Yeah. And obviously, the only way for you to be back in national colors is to score runs, take wickets, and just perform.
Only.
No secret about that.
Yeah. It's only about scoring runs only. If you've noticed or seen my record here in the UK, you'll be shocked, man. You'll be shocked. And so I just want now to take that same form, those same numbers to Zim now. And then, yeah.
Speaking of the UK, which club are you playing for this season? What level, what league is that? And are you ready for the season? We're going to start.
Sorry?
I'm saying, what's the name of the team you're playing for? And are you ready for the season?
Well, I'm really ready for the season. I'm looking forward to it because, excuse me, like I said, when you called me earlier on, I was saying I was coming from training. It's my first training after the accident, and I'm really looking forward to it. I played the game, yes, on Saturday, and I took a forfeit. I was actually surprised. I was, oh, okay, I still got it. Even after the accident. Yeah, so the team that I'm playing for is Wellington. Wellington Cricket Club. They used to play in the Birmingham League. They were in the Birmingham League last season, and then now they're a league below. It's Prem. So they're working. I'm here now. I've joined the team, so I'm pretty sure I'll take this team back in the Birmingham League.
How is coming to the UK helped your game? Like the whole experience, in what ways does it help you as a cricketer?
Like I said before, experience is the best teacher. You don't get experience when you're sitting on the bench. You get experience by playing more games, knowing the game, growing in the game. And that's when I say that time when I got my cap, I was still growing in the game, right? And coming to the UK, it made me be a responsible player in cricket. I'm now responsible. Sorry about that. I'm now responsible. I've worked with my bowling as well. I've worked with my bowling because back home I was playing for Southern Rocks and I was not getting the ball much. I was not bowling much. But yeah, I've been bowling, and I remember the season that we just finished, and them Charles was just surprised, and they're saying, "Why are you not bowling all this time?" So that's all I would say. Oh, that's all UK. That's all England.
And how is the change to Tuskers helped your game? Do you think it was the right move going to play for Tuskers?
For me, it was the right move. It was really, 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 really much weighted move for me. Because right now
because I know you always perform against Tuskers. If I'm not mistaken, you hit your first 50 ticket against Tuskers. And also I think the list A was against Tuskers.
Against Tuskers as well, yeah.
So I'm like, let me go play for them.
I remember, man. I remember. Much surprised that you still even remember, Jawi.
Yeah, because I watched the game. I was there as well, watching you play.
Sorry, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
No, about like the move to Tuskers. Is it?
Mm.
What was the reason behind going to play for Tuskers?
It was just a change. I now want to grow in my cricket, and I found a coach who I can work with to grow my cricket. Who can work with me to grow my cricket. Right, like I said, I now need to go back in the national team. I'm ready now. I feel like right now I'm ready. I'm more than the word ready. What's just needed right now is just states on the table, results on the table, and that's what I'm working on. Remember, it's always a process. It's always a process. The reason why I moved there to from Rocks to Tuskers, it was more of team environment. I wanted to change the team environment. Like I said, I wanted to grow up, and I want to grow up in my cricket. Yeah.
That's all right. Right, Bruno. It has been a pleasure chatting to you, my man, and I would love to see you back in national colors playing for Zimbabwe, because I know you're such a talent. But the most important thing, we thank God that you're still here to talk to us. I think no one really wants to go through that, but we are grateful we can still talk like that, buddy. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Javi. It's been nice. It's been nice catching up, man. It's been nice catching up. I'm really happy. Thank you, Javi.
Nice one.
All right, cheers.
Stop recording.